What is going on, everyone? My name is Size and welcome back to the Lords of the Fallen video. In this video I'm going to be showing you a pretty good early umbral scouring farm you can do, and it doubles as well as a vigor farm. Now like I said, you can do this pretty early on. Now the only two things you're going to need, well, not even really two things, but the only things you're really going to need is a ranged weapon or ranged spell or throwable or something like that. Now I can see as a counter argument to say, yeah, it's early on, you're needing, like a ranged weapon or something. Now early on, you're not really going to have too many options to actually kill him. And doing this way, we're going to kind of not really glitch out his AI, but bug it out enough to where it's going to be pretty safe to do this farm as long as you're using a ranged weapon. And you could easily just, grind some monsters and go buy some ammo pouches or mana stones or something like that for your ranged spells. This way you can get that as early umbral scourings to go ahead and get that boss gear and loot that you want while you're actually going ahead and leveling up. And then once you actually have some good, loot and stuff like that, you can come back later and absolutely wreck out this farm and grind you some umbral scourings. And like I said, it is a pretty good vigor farm as well. So without any further ado, let's get straight into how we set the farm up. Now real quick, I want to say before we get into how we set the farm up, for those that are coming back later on, you can go ahead and throw Nhelaq runes in to get more vigor out of this farm. Now, since they are agility socket rune types, you want to go ahead and throw them in an offhand. Any offhand will work as long as you can socket them. And then you can also throw them in your main hand. But I just have the ranged and throwable weapons increase damage on those runes on my main hand. And I have 3 Nhelaqs on my offhand. And then you can run moth rings and stuff like that, and it'll give you a better vigor multi when doing this farm to get more vigor out. But those that are actually go ahead and playing through the game off of, they might have just got it off like your Christmas sales, might be your first playthrough. Really good way to guarantee to get those Nhelaq runes when you go ahead and soul slay those mimics. Are go ahead and make sure you have a save file before you go ahead and kill it. Go ahead and kill the mimic, and then if you don't get it, just reload that save file and keep doing it until you actually get the Nhelaq runes. Because this way, you actually get a 100% chance of getting it rather than an RNG, and you might only get 2-3 a playthrough, if you're lucky. This way you can 100% guarantee that you'll get, the amount that you need every playthrough. Like I said, running the Nhelaq runes in your offhand and main hand and 2 moth rings are going to be your best way to increase that vigor multi. And then for the umbral scourings, there's really no way to increase that, and since it's a 100% drop chance, item discovery rate doesn't really have a play in that or anything like that. Now basically go to the Vestige of Elade and the Forsaken Fen. Once you reach this, we're going to go into the Umbral Plane. And then that bridge right there that you just came in on, or that side I should say right here, is basically where we're going to go ahead and kill the Scarlet Shadow. Now the area that we're going to farm basically is, we are just going to go over here, which is the, left or right, depending on which way you're facing, of the Vestige. And then we're just going to basically kill these little enemies. We're going to run straight, go under the bridge here, or the ramp, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go over in this area, kill these enemies, and then basically after we go ahead and kill all these enemies, we're just going to make a U-turn. If I can kill this enemy here, there we are. Make a U-turn, and then we're just going to run backwards, go under the ramp, and then go back to the side of the Vestige over here, this little area. Kill any enemies that spawn while we're doing this, and then basically we're just going to keep repeating. And this is the route that we're going to take to basically farm our vigor. Now what I did notice, I don't know if it's just me or if it's just like a thing, in my head, but it seems like when you're walking rather than running, you get a better chance for the enemies to actually spawn. And this could just be, something that is just happening for me, or it could just be a thing where I think it's increasing the spawn rate. But it seems like you do get more enemies to spawn when you're just walking rather than running. So you guys can go ahead and try that, and let me know in the comment section below if it actually does increase the enemies for you guys, or if I'm just totally waffling. So I'm just going to basically just keep doing this and make a jump cut until the Scarlet Shadow actually spawns, and I'll show you guys how to kill him. Also, if you guys need any runes, items, vigor, or anything like that, you can go ahead and look at my sponsor's website right here. I'll have a link to it in the description. So now that he's basically spawned, all we're going to do is we're going to go over near the bridge, and we're going to bait him out. And we're basically going to either try to get him up on top of the ramp like that, or get him lower and then go on top of the ramp ourselves. As we can see, we bait him out to the bottom. We're going to go on top of the ramp, and then, like I said, a ranged weapon, spell, throwable, anything will work really well here. And as you can see, his AI kind of just bugs out, and he like slow walks, doesn't really know what to do. The only thing you got to make sure that you're careful of is the teleport. So whenever he basically is going to go ahead and teleport under to you, just make sure that you dodge out of the way. Now sometimes he can get stuck like this under the bridge, and you can get free shots on him. I sadly missed here, so sometimes you can do that. But majority of the time, we're just going to try to bait him out and go up on top of the ramp ourselves. Now here, Had to pull off some 300 IQ dodges to dodge those attacks, and sometimes he will try to do that. You just got to be careful and watch that, but that's pretty much the only threat of dying. So as you can see, we go ahead and kill him, and then we're just going to resume the farm. Just go over here, kill the enemies, and then rotate backwards to like near the vestige, and then just repeat. Now, if you're just solely doing this for umbral scourings, what you can do actually is after you kill them, you can go ahead and close the game and reopen it, and it'll actually spawn him again. And then, you know, you can just keep repeating that to get the umbral scourings. And then as long as you give it like a minute or like 20-30 seconds, it should autosave, so where you won't lose any of your umbral scourings that you got the first time you killed them. But like I said, just sitting here, going back and forth, killing the enemies. We get a good amount of vigor per hour here. Nothing insane, you know, like I'm getting like 600-700k from doing this. And then if you have more multi than I do, you'll probably get close to 800k, but nothing insane, nothing, you know, where you're absolutely going to be able to go from 0 to hero doing this for a vigor. It's more umbral scouring, but it still is a really good XP farm as well. Now, since if you're coming back later on, this is, like I said, an earlier area, so you don't really have to worry about dying or anything like that. And sadly, since the enemies do give pretty much the same amount of vigor early game all the way till the end of the game, farming in earlier areas is going to be your best bet, just because, like I said, the threat of dying is way lower than the end game areas, and you still get the same amount of vigor. But yeah, that's basically the farm. It is pretty simple and easy to set up, and you get the umbral scourings pretty easily. And for those early game people, just go ahead and grind out some mana stones, or go ahead and buy them, or the ammo pouches at Skyrest, and then come here and get those early umbral scourings for your boss weapons and loot. And this is, in my eyes, the best early game umbral scouring farm that you can do. It's pretty safe, and it's the safest that I found out, at least. But if you guys know a better one, definitely let the people know in the comment section below. That's it for this video, guys. I did hope you guys enjoyed this video and this umbral scouring and vigor farm. If you have any questions on the farm or any of my videos on my channel, go ahead and put them in the comment section below, and I'll answer them as quick as possible. Also, if you guys have any like video ideas that you would like to see me make, or any like builds you want me to try out, or pretty much anything that you think that would be cool to see some videos on, let me know in the comment section below, and I will go ahead and check them out. You guys could also hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying these type of videos, and it really helps get the videos out to as most people as possible. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, depending on when you're watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.